Hi everybody, it's James of Cryptoconsh, and today we're going to look at a new game on the Harmony network called DeFimons. Let's get into it. As you can see, this is actual gameplay, so they actually do have a working model. If we go on the Harmony universe, I actually have found no trace of it on here yet. Yeah, can't see it anywhere, which is a shame because it looks like a really good project so far. If we look on their Reddit, you can see they only have 4 members, including myself being one of them, so still a long way to go on that. If we look at their Instagram, they have nearly 1,400 followers, which is a good start. And if we look at their Discord, you can see there's 143 members. So we are in the super early stages. There is not a serious amount of traction yet for this game. So I love this website here because this website allows people to apply for funding on the Harmony network. And we can see that this is DeFimons' application. So in their application, they need to have a working model, and then they have to explain what they're going to do in a roadmap and everything. So it's a cross-chain, NFT-based, massive multiplayer online role-playing game with pets. And of course, NFTs these days, they need to have some kind of use case for people to buy them. In this case, each character is essentially an NFT that you're going to be able to use to attack and defend and grow and level up and whatnot. So phase 1, as you can see, the map is very similar to childhood games. We'll get into that in a moment. Oh, the nostalgia. On Harmony, it's a great network, as you know. 2-second finality and less than a fraction of a penny to do any transaction you want, so wonderful. Play to earn games are really starting to take off in cryptocurrency in general. As we all know, popular games like Axie Infinity have done very well on other networks, even if they do all look very similar. Crypto gaming is in its very early stages. So based on the success of this model, where you basically capture a creature, you level up that creature, let that creature attack other creatures, it works. It's worked in the past hundreds of times for lots of games. So let's find out more about DeFimons' individual principles and what they're trying to achieve in the sphere. So basically it's going to run like a DEX overlay, just like DeFi Kingdoms does. So you're going to be able to put coins in an LP pool, and I assume it's their coin. Their coin is going to be known as Sloth. So of course, like in DeFi Kingdoms, there's going to be a store where you can buy and sell DeFimons. You can sell these to other players in the game. So just like one of our favorite childhood games, you are able to go out in the wilderness, fight wild DeFimons and capture them. What's different here though, it seems, is they don't automatically heal when you sleep. You might have to go to the shop and actually pay for potions to heal them, because remember, it is a play to earn game. Everything uses their tokens, which is linked directly to real money. So looks like they're gonna have some cool features in the game, like a wishing well, where there's kind of a lottery, I guess, where you can win extra coins or tokens or maybe rare DeFimons. And here are 3 examples of these DeFimons. They look pretty cool. The monkey throws a banana, that's the first attack. The tortoise hides in its shell, that's probably a defense. And the bird seems to blow air at people. Of course, there will be battles and competitions as the game develops. Now, that could be really fun, where you've got your friend having some DeFimons, you've got some DeFimons, and then you compete with each other, or the organization themselves set up these events where you can compete against other people, and the tactics become quite complicated. That could be really enjoyable. Again, it all depends on how well the team formulate these ideas. So as I said, initially they're starting out on the Harmony network, later on they'll branch out to other ones. So apparently they've got 2 designs. One is called the Westerlands and one is called the Winterlands. We're looking at the Westerlands on Harmony, where humans and animals live peacefully. However, you can enslave them and fight them, so... And on the Harmony network, this is where you're going to be able to get Gen 0 and Gen 1. On other networks, they're going to have Gen 2 and Gen 3. So if the game takes off and you've got a Gen 0 or a Gen 1, you might be in luck. So it looks like they haven't actually acquired the funding yet, the 50,000 USD funding that they're looking to get. However, this hasn't stopped the team actively recruiting people, and they're paying them in the actual Sloth token. So if the game takes off, they have an incentive and they'll make a lot of money. If it doesn't take off, then all their hard work might be for naught. They might have learned something on the building process, so I mean, that's good. So yeah, they've hired a new games mechanic designer, front-end developer, pixel artist, back-end developer, VFX artist, visual effects artist. So it is changing. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The internet loves to criticize everything, and that's why I love the internet. So it appears that they posted a track on Reddit that was a copy of something from Nintendo, and then they've taken it down again. If we have a look on the left, this is their post on their Twitter, and then we have a look on the right, this is the original Pokemon game. Yes, there are some very strong similarities. So with their production team, they are certainly going to need to make sure that they are making this dissimilar. Because conceptually, it's a great concept. We know this concept works. However, it needs to be dissimilar in storyline, dissimilar in function, dissimilar in graphics, dissimilar in music. We need to make sure they don't get copyright claimed in the first bloody 5 minutes. These issues seem to be being addressed. If you look at this post here in the Harmony forums from Ghostly, the guy running the thing. So they have original designs for pets, all original powers. I read it was 2 defensive and 2 attacking powers that these pets have. Also, they have the power to evolve, like one of our favorite games. So they said that the current map is just a placeholder, so they are going to change it, which is good. And they actually have a very specific designer on board who is changing the map right now. It's very important. So if I move around on here, this is the alpha version. It seems pretty chill. You can't go into any buildings. And there are a few issues, like it appears that the spacing is a bit high between the objects and the person. Even here I cannot go up, so obviously this is going to need a lot of work. Like I said, it's in the super early stages. Now, let's have a look at what they intend it to look like. This is posted on their Twitter. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? So you have all these individual players here. They said there might be a cafe where all the players can hang out and talk to each other. That'll be pretty cool. So you're able to anonymously socialize with other people. You're able to go out into the wilderness and catch new DeFimons. You're able to heal and trade. You're able to create liquidity pools. If they manage to produce a really good storyline, if they manage to remove any copyright worries, if they manage to keep the cost of entry low, that would be good as well, because you don't want to be paying $200 for a DeFimon just to get started in the game, when you could buy a really good game for like $10. If they manage to make the fighting system good, and if they manage to do well with their advertising, I think this project really has legs. So I'll be following this project very closely over the next few weeks to see how they develop, how many fans they get, what kind of excitement and investment they have, if Harmony decide to actually give them the funding. For me, it just feels so nostalgic. I would love to play a game like this right now on the Harmony Network. Really reminds me of the good old Nintendo days. Alright, that's it from me, James of Cryptoconsh. You all have a good day, alright?